No, shh, calm down. It's okay, I promise. You'll never get an objective analysis video from me. There's one thing that Hisone and Masotan, Katanagatari, and Anime Cypher have in common. Very strange flows. Or at least, that's what people seem to be saying. Personally, I think I'm sorry, I'll never say that again. Hisone and Masotan and Katanagatari had fine, cohesive flows that worked in the context of their respective universes. Oh, by the way, spoilers for HisoMaso, Katanagatari, and the Anime Cypher, which I won. Let's take a look at the story of Swords, one of my top 5. Yes, in EC recent work, it's to be expected that there's at least some shit going down. I've seen the complaints about the ending, about how it failed to be a good one by undergoing a systematic, complete erasure of the progress shown in the show up until that point. First Shichika and Togame's relationship, and then the Swords that we spent 11 hours invested in the story for. Unless you were in the story for Togame and Chichika's relationship. But I'd like to propose that this was the only way that it could have been written, especially since Mr. Eason himself wrote the damn thing. Yeah, Katanagatari's ending failed, but it didn't fail to be a good ending. You wanna know something about how Katana works? 90% of the time it uses a specific catalyst, a conduit to set up, execute, or pay off the events of the show. And it's not, haha, Nisio Eason's just a huge fucking troll like always. It's failure. Failure of the characters, failure of the narration, failure of the base concept for not allowing the story to reach an end that some people would care for. Pop quiz! Which episode is the first episode to feature 3 characters that fuck up more than once in the span of 15 minutes? Ooh, that was fast. I gotta practice for Anime Cypher next year. Now, I'm speeding up my flow because that shit wasn't my best show, and I'm like the Hunter to Yu Hakusho here to quote us on the Boris to all of it. I'll save it for later. You finished thinking yet? Ding ding ding! It's episode 1. Togame fucks up by forgetting that the obvious Maniwani trader with one of the 12 swords is the one rowing her damn boat to the island, and trips and falls before her attempt to test the mighty Kyotoryu. Maniwa Komori fucks up by letting his projectiles go due to not being able to control himself when Togame did a stupid and challenging the wrong man to a battle of disguise and deception. Shichirin fucks up his counting, identifying Togame correctly, and joining the journey in the first place. Haha, he screwed up 3 times. Shichika's the most stupid person in the first episode. However, there's a more glaring spot in the early episodes where the catalyst of failure is used, and that's because it's used on us. Episode 4 was supposed to be the story of the greatest swordsman, a great, epic, thrilling tale between Yasuri Shichika, the swordless swordsman, and Sabi Hakuhei, the greatest in all of Japan. It's supposed to be. Addressing Hisone and Masotan, a lighthearted comedy drama fantasy whoops. Did I raise a few eyebrows there? Don't worry, we'll come back to it. Anyways, moving on, a lighthearted comedy drama fantasy military show that I didn't take the genres off of Mal from. You'd expect that it's filled with not character deaths, guys. Adding on to this, there's always this feeling of flight, of liberation, of freedom inherent with the use of dragons, and that heavenly opening theme cover coming soon. So, why are there complaints about a possible ending that could have made the flight that was HisoMaso a bit heavier? The creators knew that it wasn't that kind of show that they had in mind, and I think we should have known too. The fucking old juice lady was a prior dragon pilot. Come on, guys, you can't make this shit up. Okay, but for real, guys, if you can actually make this shit up, hit me the fuck up. Let's address the alternative endings and their possible implications on the series. Option 1, Miko Sakura dies, and then what? Everyone carries the emotional baggage of her dying. Haru tries to not have anything to do with the Japanese military anymore. MC McTalkalot doesn't get her happy, loving ending, and even if she did, she would have felt like it was unearned. And the cycle of sacrifice continues without ever reaching a conclusive ending. Option 2, Amakazu dies, which basically means we only have to remove the last 30 seconds of the last episode. Easy. Then, what can we fill that with? The preview for another well, actually, you know what? Let's roll with that. But we already played the theme song, so we can't not make this the last episode. Scrap that. Let's redo the episode without the epic emotional cues. So, Amakazu gets to die. Aftermath with all the characters is expanded on. Haru gets with opening theme girl. The character that Tomoyo Kurosawa plays reveals that she actually had deep feelings for Amakasu despite their constant bickering and rivalry, and wants her back more than anyone else. The second opening, Shoujo wa Anasora Nimaro plays when Nao starts crying. Okay, but like, could you fucking imagine though? That would be so painful. And in the end, the JSDF continued to do their thing, find another pilot to replace Amakasu for the ending theme, and the cycle of sacrifice continues without ever reaching a conclusive ending that took me so long to get through. Well, shit, for a flight-centric comedy, this is looking pretty bleak. See why we need to kind of dial it back a bit? Yeah, let's kind of dial it back a bit. If Gurren Lagann's taught me anything, it's that the ending of a show shouldn't be the ending that you want. It should be the ending that the universe wants. Any other ending to Katana throws away what has... Any other ending to Katana throws away... What the fuck am I... Any other ending to Katana throws away what has already been previously established, even more than the real ending did. Hell, the sword collection formula failed on episode 4 at the exact same time the failure formula spikes pretty hard. And Togame not having a scheme like deceiving Shichika from the start is entirely out of character. She's a strategian. Likewise, any other ending to HisoMaso pollutes the entire atmosphere that's been pretty nice and free of pollution up until that point. Yes, the older generation did have a sad story behind the GFD ritual, but that's not our generation. That's not our legacy. We evolved beyond the don't have to do things like they've always been done, especially since, hey, there could be a better way to do it. And I know maybe these justifications aren't enough, but so far I don't think there's any reason they shouldn't be. Consuming a creative medium like anime should, at its core, be fun, be enjoyable, be something easy to do, and I think that sometimes people just set too high of an expectation barrier due to the quintessential shows that contain tightly woven themes and just like the fucking shows you watch. I don't think the anime community is ever completely objective, taste or rating on a 1 to 10 scale or reviews, no matter how much they think they are, and I also don't think it ever should be. If it was, then we would all miss out on the emotional journeys that anime can take you through. I think they're joyrides that you don't ever need to feel in control of. So, please, if you're not the critic that everyone aspires to be like, sit down, watch some anime, put your personal enjoyment before anything else, and just roll with it.